running a test stream. I want to audit YouTube and see how they're doing today. Let's take a look at some random stuff from Twitter and see what's going on. Sounds about right.
Out where they dug into this Southside family charter school a little bit. Apparently this school is where Renee Good, who was fairly new to Minneapolis, was introduced to ICE protesting in the first place. Oddly enough, this school sounds way worse than a Leering Sitter. It was opened in 1972 to have an unabashed focus on social justice education. No, really, this is
in 72?
straight from their website. We integrate social justice into every grade level, telling the stories of the people, not the people in power, and helping students understand history and their role in making the world a better place. A gym teacher who retired last month said that current events like George Floyd were a regular part of the curriculum. This is for little kids. So the article goes on to say that it was through her involvement with the community at Southside Family Charter School that Renee Good got involved with ICE Watch, a group dedicated to disrupting ICE. Another mom at the school identified as Lisa, saying Renee Good was trained against these ICE agents, what to do, what not to do. It's very thorough training. And this ICE Watch group apparently had become a lot more organized and a lot more radical, making connections with other extremely radical groups there in the Twin Cities. And this was a school for her 6-year-old. So she was further radicalized at a school for her 6-year-old in a city that she had just moved to. And she was already pretty radical. She and her partner fled Kansas City to Canada after the election of Donald Trump in 2024. And then moved back down to Minneapolis, where all of this ended up occurring. So this is completely insane, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And it seems like Nick Shirley just found the tip of the iceberg there in Minneapolis, because in addition to...
It's probably why they also don't want the, what do they call it? It was the, they have a different name for it, because some of the ones have bureaus of investigation for the state level. This one was what was it? Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, the BCA in Minnesota, and they're like, the FBI won't let us in there. Well, have you seen the corruption in the rest of your state? Of course they don't want you to go in there.
Through a bunch of fraudulent fake Somali daycares. There's also a charter school training up moms to fight federal agents.
Man, crazy stuff. Let's see. What do we got?
So my dentist is almost certainly a Trump voter. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. And I went to get a replacement retainer today, and I was telling her how, part of the reason that I cracked through my retainer is I'm grinding my teeth so hard at night, and it's watching.
Well, that's all the stress from all the propaganda you've been exposed to. That's just, that's self-inflicted.
Science being attacked and dismantling.
The science is being attacked.
Of higher education and all the terrible things that are happening right.
I'm sorry. Higher education is being attacked by whom?
Now, to my professional community, and she sort of patted me on the arm and she said, "Emily, you got to stop grinding your teeth. It's just not worth it." And I think it's so interesting how, for one party, things like the right to life for the unborn, or the right of elementary school students to not be exposed to anything interpreted as like pro-trans or pro-LGBTQ ideology in school, those things are worth it. Those are worth getting passionate about. But when it comes to promoting science and truth and preventing the spread of misinformation, that stuff's just politics.
Well, I mean, the misinformation part is, let's see, what do we got? So I guess after the... this is just a test stream, by the way. I'm just trying to figure out if YouTube is going to work at all. Like, because they always change their permissions as far as the fair use stuff. So I guess I should probably flash that up there. I don't know if they have an image thing or what they're doing with their AI anymore. But I just want to get a sense of like if there's things that are going to be flagged. Because sometimes when you're running this, YouTube has a dashboard that kind of shows if there's something that's copyrighted or whatever. So it's been a while since I've checked that out. So I'm just kind of scrolling through Twitter, just kind of prepping the show that I normally do on Rumble and other platforms, just to kind of see if as I used to do like part of the show on YouTube, but then I'd turn it off if I had to do something that was potentially like going to be copyright flagged. But I just hated tailoring the show to YouTube, and so I just stopped doing it. But now that I've seen others and the streamers around me kind of use it. I'm like, let's take another look. Let's take another look. So that's what we're doing. Just take a look. Let's see.
Yo, I live in an all Hispanic neighborhood. I'm probably literally the only white guy next to like literally maybe a black guy. And we live in an all Hispanic neighborhood, so if ICE comes around my all Hispanic neighborhood and starts scaring the kids when they're at the bus stop in the morning, dude, I'm going to war. I'm going to war. I'm going to war. I'm putting down the Cruller Donut and the Dunkin' Donuts beverage, and I am going to war. This is, mark my words, Hegseth, I'm coming for you.
Probably not the best idea to tell the Secretary of War that you're doing. But okay. Man, it's so you're halfway. She's halfway there. I mean, I guess if almost there to a full burqa.
How do you feel about the fact that a U.S. citizen was murdered by ICE?
The way I feel
Well, first I'd have to have that happen.
is I watched the video on multiple different angles.
That
He was
is not
standing
a
in-
feeling.
he was
How do
stand-
you feel? Feel it here in
Okay,
your heart.
Okay.
I feel that it shouldn't have happened because she shouldn't have been there in the first place. There's this whole idea of, he could have got out of the way. They didn't have to be there at all. And you could say, well, ICE didn't need to be there at all. Okay, well, but which one of the two people being there, or two groups of people being there, led to this situation? It's definitely her being there.
And like I was saying,
Your immigrant mother.
right?
Feel it in your heart.
I do. And at
Okay,
the end of the
so
day, if
don't tell
someone
me
tried
what
to run
you
me
saw
over,
or what you watched.
If someone tried to run me over, I
That's
would have done
not
the
a
same
feeling.
thing. I would have done the same thing.
Not a
That's how I
feeling.
feel. I feel perfectly fine.
That's not a feeling.
I feel fine.
Yeah, it's a feeling.
We're so used to being antagonized that it's just one of those things where you don't really entertain it. I'm having a conversation with you because we've
I
been real
literally
respectful.
was.
That's all it is.
That's how I was trying.
But every single time I see those cameras pop up, our conversation changes ever so. So
Who? Me
our
and you?
conversations, a little bit. They get a little bit more.
No. So I was upset because you were telling me what I know.
Okay, I see what you're
So,
saying. That's fair.
yes.
That's fair. That's human. At the end of the day, it is.
If I escalated, I apologize.
It's
No, she didn't. She didn't apologize. What else we got? Oh, this one's pretty good.
Your political system's so broken.
Before we continue, if you could please point on the map to where you live.
That's just a map of the United States. I don't live.
Ah, you're close. This is a map of places you could live for me to potentially start giving a shit about your political opinion. And you'll notice, whatever continent you're from, not on here.
California isn't on there either.
I'm aware.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Oh man, I grew up in Illinois, but I lived in California, and now I live in Texas. And I think so Illinois pretty much like 20 years, California 15, and now Texas like 8. So it's interesting. California and Illinois are very similar. They're very much red states with blue cities. It's crazy, but better scenery in California, obviously.
We're in Minneapolis right now.
Oh, look, a clever political ad.
We're in Minneapolis right now.
Hi, Peggy Flanagan here. I found a phone and I'm going to tell you what's been happening here on the ground. ICE is in Minneapolis. They're putting our children, our communities at risk, and so I just came out today with other parents to say it's time for ICE to get out of Minnesota and it's time for ICE to stay away from our kids. We have to use our voices, speak up, do whatever we can to make sure that people hear our voices loud and clear.
Okay, Peggy, with her. They try to say that Christy Noem was like some sort of cosplayer, but look at the stuff she's wearing here. Same kind of stuff. Trying to fit in inorganically. Let's see, what is this? So yeah, so I said this was from a while ago. So this lady, she goes down and chases down some of these people, Border Patrol or ICE. I think it was ICE, or one of the two. And when she finally gets pulled over, she's just like, just stop it. I'm a mom. Then go be a mom. Oh, hang on. Why is it freezing? Come on.
That Mustang's coming on you. We're running the name. We're going to refer this case over for enforcement action.
I'm just a mom, please.
You got it?
Please, I'm just a mom, please.
Oh, see, as soon as the consequences come rolling in, it changes their tune.
Okay, Libbies and Demis, let me just get this really straight really quick. I am not allowed to give my 2 cents on this ICE shooting because that makes me evil and a bigot because you disagree with my take on that, right? But Charlie Kirk gets murdered and you guys get to make fun and joke about it for 2 weeks after. You dressed up like his corpse for Halloween. But you have the audacity to try to fucking lecture me on how I should be dealing with this. Miss me with that bullshit.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I saw this just today too. Like, what kind of an idiot thinks it's a good idea to roll up onto law enforcement like you're in fucking GTA and just trying to like just gun it right at him? This is so stupid.
Watch out.
Cancelled.
Fuck you! Shoot!
Chill, bro.
Shoot!
Nah,
You
nigga.
fucking pig! Shoot! Right now!
Chill, bro.
Shoot!
Bro, you get out, you retarded.
I think finna follow us.
Now, you know, that's the kind of thing. It's like, you know, your parents should have told you if there's ever anybody that you get in a car with and they do shit like that, you better not be friends with them anymore. Man, that's just that's pretty funny though. I like this one. Take on the meme. They even changed it to the Honda Pilot. It's pretty good. Let's see. Oh, and then yeah. So now a big thing is they have a lot of people jumping out and acting out, and then they have their big talkers. So they have there's going to be more of these. There's going to be people. They're going to insert themselves. They're going to see the kind of play up that the left is giving. You know, this good lady, and they're just going to insert themselves more. It's not going to stop because these people have been convinced, and especially, you know, post Charlie Kirk, it was very, very apparent that they bought into this kind of deal. They've really bought into it, that words and any kind of being offensive with being offended by words is the same thing for them as physical violence. They're saying that those are, they're equating them, and they whether or not they really believe that, I don't know, but they seem to, as a group, seem to have accepted that it is the same thing. They're equal, equivalent. And when Charlie gets shot or someone else or something else gets hurt or whatever, that is the same thing, because you're spreading hate, quote unquote, spreading hate, and that is somehow physical violence against somebody, and you're harming people. So they're saying, oh, it's physical harm. You're harming with words. I mean, and it's just, I mean, what? Also, the same thing. What are the odds the day after January 6th, these people completely lose their shit over law enforcement and involvement with law enforcement? It's like their whole thing with January 6th is like, you guys are supposed to back the blue. It's like, what are you guys doing? Nothing.
I want everybody to hear me clearly, okay? If you are a TikTok creator on here, and I don't give a fuck how you try and wordsmith it or spin it, if you are a TikTok creator on here, and you are trying to spin and justify, and yes, you're fucking doing it by moving the goddamn goalpost, so shut the fuck up. If you're over here trying to justify the murder of a human being, and her name was Renee Nicole Good. If you are justifying that shit by saying the following, oh, she should have complied. She tried to run over them with the vehicle. Then the reality is, you are a piece of unadulterated dog shit. Period. And I hope your final bath in life is in raw sewage. And I hope you're up to your eyeballs in it. Period. Because I'm tired of this shit. I see no reason why I need to fucking coddle you anymore. Fuck you.
Man, that's just, the mindset is just insane. Insane. Get mad, stay mad. Okay, let's see what this is.
Get mad, stay mad, get in the streets, call your representative.
I love this energy. I love this energy so much. Thank you, Matt, for saying everything you said so succinctly. But you know who we need to hear more of it from? You know who we need more of this energy from? White women.
I think that's your problem, actually.
Yes. All of you, I'm calling on all of you bitches, okay? We need to stand up and we need to get loud. The reason we
How much louder can you get?
need to do that is because one of our sisters who stood up in between the ice cream brigade and the brown people.
Oh my god. No, hang on. There's one of these, they said that, do you want to know who they're actually were picking up? It's there's somebody, I just found this video today. There was, hopefully it's correct as far as what they were saying, that there's, oh yeah, here it is.
Speaking of ice.
Sorry, let me turn the volume down. Way too loud.
In Minnesota, while leftists were stomping through the streets of Minneapolis and CNN was happy to give him a gold star for it, here's who ICE was arresting. This guy's name is Mahad Abulkadir Yusuf. He's a Somalian illegal alien sex offender who is living in Minneapolis. He was previously convicted of first-degree criminal sexual assault for forcing a victim to perform oral sex on him multiple times back in 2016. He's also been arrested for first-degree assault, and he's got an active warrant from 2024 for obstructing police. Now, ICE says they had previously tried to arrest him at his apartment, but the building manager blocked them from entry and protected the sex offender. So they had to launch a targeted operation in order to arrest him, which took more time and cost even more taxpayer money. This is who leftists are putting their lives on the line to defend. When you go pick a fight with ICE in the street and keep them from doing their job, you're keeping them from arresting a guy who forced a woman to perform oral sex on him multiple times and who has assaulted people in the country whose immigration laws he is knowingly violating. You're not protecting Anne Frank. You're protecting Mahad, the serial rapist. So
yeah.
Congratulations on being the world's most useful idiots.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is, yeah, that is the type of people they're protecting. It's like they think that they're protecting like some sort of like neighbor down the street, and especially the ones where they're doing actual, like they're coming in and they are doing these actual like it's not, oh, we're going to the Home Depot parking lot, as they accuse them of doing, right? It's they're going to serve an arrest warrant, like it is someone that they know about. So let's see. So this is pretty funny. So she was in the middle of saying something about they need more white women to be loud. I'm like, oh, okay, you can see what that's about.
So succinctly, but you know who we need to hear more of it from? You know who we need more of this energy from? White women. Yes. All of you, I'm calling on all of you bitches, okay? We need to stand up and we need to get loud. The reason we need to do that is because one of our sisters who stood up in between the ice cream brigade and the brown people was just for doing it.
You can say the words. I mean, apparently you can't. On some of these platforms, you can't say the words. I don't know what the deal is with that. Whatever happened to the human language? You can't say rape. Like, you have to say grape. Like, what purpose does that serve? Because when you say something that's different and then that becomes the new thing that people use, you're still saying the idea. The idea is still there. So that's what, you're not stopping the idea. And that's what the word is supposed to invoke. That's so stupid.
They want us to be scared. You know what we're not going to do?
Yeah, we've been doing shows every day, pretty much since let's see. So here's the you know, my Rumble page. We're at just today we're at 1,250 shows. So that's pretty much almost every day since 2022, early 2022. So haven't been on YouTube very much, but we're streaming every day pretty much. So you gotta go down in the description to you want to find the actual daily show, because we're doing it every day.
You know what we're not gonna do? We are not going to be scared. We are not going to stop. We are not going to cower. We are going to come at them with the full fucking force of our feminine fury, okay? That is what we're going to do. So they may lie to us and tell us the way that things were actually not the case. They may tell us to not believe our lying eyes and to just comply. And if we had just complied, then this wouldn't have happened.
Well, that's true.
Nicole was driving away.
Yeah, no, yeah, not entirely.
She was driving away.
Which still was still unlawful.
As they told her to do.
No, they told her to get out of the car and stop the car and get out of the car.
Let 2026 be the year of the divine fucking feminine.
Okay.
Okay? Let them be afraid of us. By the way, do you like my shirt?
That's fine, whatever. So this is what they've been doing. Just blocking in people, entrapping people. So I think this is a little bit older, but this is the other stuff they've been doing. So they're literally trapping people. Not only is it impeding law enforcement, you're just being a dick and an asshole, just to other drivers on the road, which is also, you know, traffic violations and all that, you know. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's see. Matt Singledad, is that what it is? Yeah, it was, I think we'll be back on Rambo pretty, you know, it's pretty soon. We had a good conversation after the show, and so we'll be back there. I mean, just, you know, it's always a good show to be on. You know, they're all good guys. I mean, I do shows with Sean and on, and like on, you know, regularly. So, and I've been on. I was on there. I think it was on the last time. It was like probably like a year ago at this point. It was the last time I was on Rambo before the most recent one. But yeah, you know, they talk about different topics that I usually talk about, and that's fine. You know, but it's always good to branch out. And so as soon as he moves his car right here, like she just like even pulls up further, so he can't like keep. It's like that's all they want to do is entrap them. And then what are you going to do after that? Like, what's your purpose? What's the purpose for you to encircle them and entrap them with your vehicles? Like, what are you trying to do? Just like, what's the goal of that? In like the animal kingdom, that's you know, seen as a very much a sign of a threat that you're trying to entrap them in order to, I don't know, hurt them. This guy's funny. Hang on, I'm gonna turn the volume back up. He's a satirist.
I'm here in Minneapolis. As you can see, things are pretty quiet, despite what the media is saying. The people of Minneapolis are peaceful and just want to be left alone to build their layering centers. But I've been reflecting a lot on this last week and the horrific murder of an amazing lesbian poet named Renee Good. And I just can't stop thinking about the fact that we live in a country now where you get shot in the face just for trying to run over a law enforcement agent. I mean, what does this come to? What do we come to as a people? But the one thing that keeps me going and gives me hope is at least they didn't shoot a person of color. Thank God it was a white person. Because I don't think I'd be able to handle that kind of the guilt. This could have been really bad. But
I mean, that's satire, but it's almost indistinguishable at this point. And so I just came across this. This is actually it's unrelated to ICE, but it looks like it says it's from October from last year. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that people like, they just feel emboldened to do. I mean, so this guy gets out of his car, and which I don't know why he did that, because this guy was already clearly like I don't know why the officer got out of his car, and then this guy rams it, and then unfortunately I think this guy got like completely creamed, and then the other person just takes off. But this is the kind of when people are getting that in that mindset, they just become lethal. They're just like that's it. They've made a decision, and that's the major problem that we're seeing with people on the left. They've made that thing that bargain, I guess, of that. Well, you've said words. You're doing something. You're a Nazi, and they've made this subhuman determination. And so therefore anything that they do is justified. As a matter of fact, they feel as if it's an existential threat. Like this whole idea that it's like, we make fun of it on the people on the left, that they think everything's an existential crisis, but that's the way they truly feel. I really think that's what's going on with them. They absolutely have for them a fear that they're feeling. I hesitate to say genuine fear, because it's not genuine, because it's manufactured. It's on purpose by the kind of narrative matrix, as I call it, which is like essentially the handler of all these people. It's the next level up from MK Ultra.
Now you see how fast some tables can turn? How quick people can choke on their own words when reality smacks them right in the fucking mouth. Let's take a trip down memory lane real quick, shall we? Because when it was Ashley Babbitt, the script was already written, right? Oh, she got what she deserved. No sympathy, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, then Trump jokes after an assassination attempt they shouldn't have missed. Crowd laughs, memes, then Charlie Kirk, protect your neck, singing, cheering, vibes immaculate. Halloween costumes, violence is funny then, huh? Death is comedy when it's politically convenient. But now a new POV drops instead of Twitter theories. Not spin, not vibes, actual fucking video of what went down. Irrefutable POV. And suddenly it's, whoa, let's slow down. Let's wait for the facts. Let's not jump to conclusions. Fuck out of here. Don't laugh about bullets when it's your enemy, and then cry about due process when it's your team. You don't meme someone's death one year and then demand compassion the next, like it's a fucking morality light switch. That's the double standard bullshit we're talking about. And lump Jasmine Crockett's ass into that shit too, with them fucking fake ass crocodile tears dripping from them umbrellas on her fucking face.
I don't think I've ever heard that before. Oh, I've never heard that described that way before. Oh, that being said, I hate fake eyelashes. I hate it when my ex-wife wore them.
Is the woman dead? Yeah, that shit sucks. Do I feel bad? No. Oh, well, how can you say that with my mouth? Oh, well, she had kids. Did she? Then her ass should have been at fucking home.
Yep, absolutely.
Not in the fucking streets agitating people. Sucks she lost her life, but I feel bad for the dog. Shot by the same federal agent that Jacob Frey claims wasn't injured. And instead of consistency, all we got was spin, excuses, and silence from the same fucking people who told everyone to shut the fuck up and accept it when the roles were reversed. If violence is justified sometimes, then you don't actually fucking believe in justice, you believe in power. And when that power points a gun at your side, suddenly it's not fucking funny anymore, right?
Yep, it's it's been described as essentially, for years, one side will have the political power, and the other side will say, will promise not to use the political weapons, and then the tables turn, and then the other side will just use it. We saw this in the right and the left with like, oh, we're not going to appoint somebody because we're going to leave it to the next Congress or whatever. The same thing with the Supreme Court justice is that So it was like Obama's on the way out, and then so they said, well, we're not going to appoint anybody. And then Trump's after the election, they said, well, we're going to appoint Coney Barrett. And so they're like, so it's the same kind of stuff. But also with the like the censorship stuff, or even like the lawfare, or even the supposed the left right now, they're saying they're going to go after everybody and have accountability. The same kind of talk about retribution that they said Trump shouldn't have been saying during the 2024 campaign. So I am your retribution, he said. And then these people are saying the same thing, and of course, but for them, as the saying goes, it's not the same thing when we do it, right? It's okay when we do it, and that's what they do. Let's see.
If you're causing havoc in your fucking car because you've got a fucking mental disorder, right? And you're causing a scene in the middle of the street and everyone surrounding you is a fucking in danger now because of your stupidity. And I've got me and my colleagues surrounding your car trying to get you the fuck out, because otherwise, if we don't, you're going to run over someone. But at that very moment in time, whilst I'm in the front of your car at the bonnet, you fucking decide to accelerate.
On the bonnet? What the hell is that?
Whilst I'm in the front of your car at the bonnet,
At the bonnet? That's some Aussie stuff I don't know about.
You fucking decide to accelerate towards me and you fucking hit me, you dumb cunt. So you know what I'm going to do? If I've
Well, I definitely know what a dumb cunt is.
got a gun, I'm going to fucking pull it out and pull the trigger right in front of your fucking face.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. Let's see. Let's see what this Democrat has to say.
But there was like 6 ICE agents when Renee Good got shot in the face 3 different times. And how many civilians just...
Well, actually, we don't know that yet, but holy shit. I mean, that's a hell of a way to go.
stood around recording, abiding by the guidelines of what to do around the domestic terrorist that ICE is. Record. Stay away. No, we need to fight back. We could have won that little army.
What?
We could have dealt with 6
Dealt with? That's some
whole
direct
ICE agents.
euphemism.
There's a lot more civilians
Euphemistic
standing
language.
around. We just need to be ready. You think Renee Good is going to be the last civilian to go down by ICE? Hell no. Hell no.
Well, stop interfering with law enforcement. This is what the voters want. They want deportations. What are you going to do?
This is the gayest shit in the history of gay and shit.
Let me make this abundantly
Well, yeah, he is pretty fucking gay.
clear for all the MAGA people at
I mean, in appearance and in demeanor. And who knows? I mean, I guess because it's on YouTube, I have to say allegedly.
home who still seems somewhat confused. Fuck ICE and fuck that ICE agent who killed that woman in broad daylight. If you think somehow that was self-defense, you are delusional and you have no understanding of the law. And
It's like they're so sure. They're so sure of themselves and all this stuff. It's so whenever I catch myself, sometimes I'll catch myself. I'll be like, I got this. I have this figured out. And I think about all the times that I see these assholes and these people. Like they think they have it so figured out. And I'm like, well, I don't want to. Yeah, you gotta have a little hubris. You can't just be that cocksure all the time. There's confidence, and then there's this.
somehow that was self-defense, you are delusional and you have no understanding of the law. And also, fuck the people who are defending it. Not only did that woman lose her life, but her son, who's 6 years old, his father died in 2023. Now he has nobody left. And people are saying, oh, she should have got out of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them. Was that clear?
What the hell is up with this? This is so weird. Like with the whole there was a TikTok and he goes, yeah. The bottom text says, yeah, I don't like them, but the actual audio is, yeah, fuck them. Is that something you can choose to do? I don't use TikTok, so I have no idea. Can you say? Is there a setting when you're making a video, uploading a video to change that? I have no idea.
Them. Was that clear enough?
Fuck off, fagbait. This wasn't a murder, it was suicide by cop. This bitch drove 5 hours away from her child and home. She went and left her home to go and defend illegal immigration. Immigrants that don't give a fuck about her white ass.
But I thought she lived on the block. There's so many videos of people saying she lived in the neighborhood. She's from here. She was our neighbor. Yeah, I'm not buying that for a second. Nor do I think that what this guy's saying here. I have no idea what it is right now. We'll find out later, I'm assuming. But I do know that they were definitely trying to antagonize ICE.
And now she's dead because of her poor fucking choices. I don't understand why white people are the biggest advocates for their own replacement. You are importing people who hate you and want to steal from you. And the first people who are affected by it are black people, by the way. These people come into our community, segregate themselves, and take all the wealth and power and influence away from blacks and whites. If she did nothing wrong and she's a victim, then James Fields did nothing wrong during Charlottesville. Pull your panties up, white niggas.
Man, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, we got a Karen alert here.
I have so much to say. I'm sorry for...
Well, yeah, but first you got to make sure... Did you properly prepare yourself to cry for this video? Because, you got to make sure. I mean, which take is this? Is this take number 1 or is this take number 15? We'll never know.
The spam today, but I am crashing out.
Oh, it's got to be take 15.
Our vice president just got on live TV and said the ICE agent, and I quote, has absolute immunity.
Yeah, criminal, yes.
Those are his exact words.
It's the same thing. They say Donald Trump is a king. The Supreme Court made him a king. It's no, they actually just reaffirmed what the Constitution already said. And so here, J.D. Vance says, well, these officers have immunity. And they're like, can you believe that they're bestowing from above this new power or this new immunity, this brand new gift upon these officers? No, all he was doing was iterating something that was already there to begin with. There's no new bestowing of some sort of a magical immunity. It's just, and even then it's limited. It's not absolute. But it's hilarious how these people come on and they hear a thing and they think, oh my God, this is new, this is novel. Oh my God, what kind of mindset is that?
He said, absolute immunity. They have done no investigation whatsoever, and they called it within less than an hour, saying that they basically, that the guy was in the right without a fucking investigation.
I thought we're supposed to use our own eyes and ears and take a look at it for ourselves, and it's self-evident. And we take a look, and if we should, it should just be right there, right in front of us. I thought that's what you guys have been saying.
On what planet?
Earth. This is Earth. This is Earth that we're on right now.
Does a federal
And that's a wonderful gesture you got going on there. Is that your typical Friday night?
Agent have absolute immunity? We have seen the video. Minimally, it is worth a goddamn investigation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good for you. What do we got? Oh gosh, this lady here with her drawn-in eyebrows. Let's see what she has to say.
And to the people who say we shouldn't be insulting MAGA just because they believe different than us, you're wrong, actually. We should be insulting them more, and we should have been insulting them from the very fucking beginning. Maybe if we had insulted them and we had publicly shamed them and let them know that the way they think, the way they behave is completely unacceptable, then we wouldn't be in the situation we're currently in, where we have fucking Nazi sympathizers in office, and we have people who are Nazi sympathizers running around letting their inside thoughts be outside thoughts without them getting punched in the fucking face. Maybe
because they're Nazis, you gotta punch the Nazis in the face.
if you had told your racist ass grandma to shut the fuck up, this is the 2000s, we don't fucking talk like that, we don't act like that anymore.
No one is talking like that. No one is acting like that. You're just talking about the propaganda that's been propagated.
And I'm not going to sit there and still continue to be part of your family. If you act like that, if you treat people like that, maybe.
Well, you're just writing yourself out of the will, aren't you?
She would have felt bad about herself and shut the fuck up. Maybe if you had told your homophobic ass coworker that he was a fucking smelly ass loser, and that's the reason why no man or woman wanted to fucking touch him, and that's why he's so angry that there's people out there who even love those with the same gender and are getting some, but he can't. Maybe he would have been embarrassed and shut the fuck up. Maybe if he had called out that xenophobic ass bitch in church who kept talking about illegal immigrants, because Jesus would have fucking hated her and her entire cunt ass personality.
Like, what's the thought process? You're like, I'm gonna just shave my eyebrows, or I'm gonna go get threads done, or whatever they call it. Is that what they call it, threading? When they get their, you're just like, this is a good idea. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Like, that's your permanent look. I like, people get permanent makeup. Like, what the fuck is that?
You would feel bad and shut the
Tattoos
fuck up.
like that?
Maybe if we had told these smelly ass, stupid ass, lack of empathy ass fucking bitches from...
That's hen pecking right there. Homath knows about that. That right there, the pecking, peck. Yep, let's see. Yeah, it's the... Oh, speaking of testing YouTube, we should... I'm going to test it right now. I'm going to do this with Homath's video right now. Let's take a look at the pecking. That's pretty good. Let's see, where's that at? Oh, was it a short? It might have been a short. Maybe not. Alright, anyway, let me go back to what we were doing. Let's see. Who's responsible for this?
Get the fuck out of Minnesota, ICE! Do you hear me? Get the fuck out of Minnesota! This is actually, so disturbing!
What?
This is actually, so disturbing!
This is actually so disturbing?
This
so
is
disturbing?
Actually, so disturbing!
Trying to say very disturbing. What was so disturbing? Okay.
Shooting a white gal in the head!
Why did she get shot?
And they're lying about it. She was not trying to run them over. So ICE...
You don't know that. There's no way for anyone to know that right now. Because the only person that could provide the intent is deceased.
Get the fuck! And I mean get the fuck out of Minnesota now! Trump, you can go bye-bye too now. I've had it.
What are you, a toddler? You can go bye-bye now. Go night-night. Night-night.
I do not want to live in this country like this.
See, the other one was like take 15. This is take number 1. But they posted it anyway.
Enough is enough. ICE, get the fuck out now.
Okay. All right, what have we got here?
Hot take. The lady in Minnesota was trying to drive around the ICE agent, but hit him with her car because she's a woman and bad at driving.
Let's see. Oh, so this is going on now. They posted up outside of some hotel in Minneapolis to I guess try to just bum rush where they think ICE agents are staying, and so that's going on right now. I haven't seen what's going on yet. That was from about an hour ago. What do we got? Yeah, let's see. I saw this earlier. They were trying to recreate this. Like I guess it was a Steven Crowder. They tried, just went to try to see. Okay, what can you actually see from this vantage point. And turns out you can't really see, you have no idea which way the wheel's going. So this idea, oh, she turned the wheel. Okay, but he didn't know that. And he also got hit.
I'm at the exact distance, exact angle where he would be. Should be able to see the wheel turn within that fraction of a second, right? I've chosen to use a tiny little Keltec unloaded with a laser so you can see. So he's right here. All right, from here I can't see the wheel. He draws his gun and then, yeah, you try and hit me now. She comes forward a little bit, okay? There you go, that's enough. Collapses. He has his hand. Can you just move the wheels a bunch, like go left to right? So.
Yeah, you have no idea.
There's no chance. There's no chance. You can't see it. Most officers and a lot of the military, they're taught one of two different ways. You know, there's a whole argument in the gun community, they're very autistic about front sight focus or target focus. That's why people kind of move to red dots. If you ask any good shooters, they'll say it's a mix of both, right? If you focus on the front sight, the target's a little bit blurry. And if you focus on the target, the sight is a little bit blurry. Depending on the distance, you might pick one or the other. Usually it's a hybrid. And the reason that matters is because it changes your peripheral vision. So you couldn't see it with a wide angle lens compared to the human eye, let alone adrenaline and potential. Focusing as trained on that front sight. Let me show you what that actually looks like and how it affects your vision. Rear sight, front sight, target.
Yeah. Well, that's true about that because I play ice hockey and I play every week in a men's league, and when you start to get tired, you're breathing heavy, and it's like at the end of the shift, and you're kind of like battling things out. You make you make dumb decisions. So what I mean is that you are doing things at a diminished capacity. And especially when you're absolutely excited by with adrenaline, like that's things that should be smooth and fast somehow turn into kind of panicked a little bit, and you just have to kind of slow down. And that's where a lot of the professionals and that they have that kind of practice of just like taking that. And being able to be calm with it, and it just comes from experience. But it's like these armchair quarterbacks, Monday morning quarterbacking, and just in hindsight thinking that they got it all figured out. Let's see what else we got here. So I saved this one too because it looks like that it's potentially the exact statute that there doesn't even need to be an impact of a car on the officer. That is essentially a proximity thing, and if there's an acceleration towards, and it may have actually been signed into law by Governor Tim Walz himself back in 2020. So I'm going to look that one up and see if we have that for tomorrow. Let's see. Let's see. Here's the AI version of what should have happened.
Ma'am, step out of the car right now.
Okay. I'm sorry, officer. I'll get out of my car and follow lawful orders. Hands up.
Well, yeah, that would have been great. That should have been happened. And these fucking people, man.
He called her a fucking bitch after he murdered her.
No, he called her a fucking bitch after he got hit by a car.
So for every fucking one of you bootlicking human skin...
Every time they say bootlicking, I'm just thinking, these people... I can't say this on YouTube, can I?
Did mark buckets of piss. Talking about, well, he's so professional, he was just doing his job. It was self-defense. Get fucked. None of that shit is true. He was not so professional, he was not doing his fucking job, and it was not self-defense.
So a lot of the argumentation, especially these people like this that have like a big following, so these like the people, these Instagram people or TikTokers with these larger followings, they essentially provide an argument that no one is making, or they'll frame it and they'll say, well, especially if it's something that's not true. So they'll make a false argument or a straw man, and then they basically say, well, that's not true. So therefore, you have to be, you're wrong. So they frame it. Sorry, it's really late. I probably sound like very disjointed. It's kind of late. I already lost all my mental capacity. All right, so in this case, let me play it again.
He called her a fucking bitch after he murdered her.
Okay, so that's usually the inciting part. So the problem with this format, especially with the TikTok and the Instagram stuff, is people scroll. Same thing with YouTube Shorts, or even the stuff, I guess, on X. They have a thing now you can actually, when you pull a video, you can scroll it. So they have to get someone's attention, and in this particular case, they have to get someone's attention within the first 5 seconds. If they don't, the person's already scrolled by. And so in this particular case, he's saying that the inciting here is that he said he called her a bitch after the murder. So there's a accusation, and then there's a kind of inflaming the accusation by the the swearing of that of what he supposedly said after. Meaning that, well, we're going to imply that there's intent. And so by the end of it, it's essentially, well, the reason why he did this was his intent overall, the entire time, was to fire. He was just walking around the car as a way to, make them feel at ease. And then he still did it. He still did this action. And so it's kind of like a format. So the first part is trying to capture someone emotionally. Then they basically change the framing. Then they kind of filibuster a little bit, and they kind of incite. And then by the end of it, the argument what they actually had, they changed the framing at the end of it in order to really get them to what they really want to say. So. And because they've essentially disarmed them with emotion, and then by the end of it, they change the framing around to what the actual message is. So here's the format.
He called her a fucking bitch after he murdered her.
Inciting incident.
So for every fucking one of you bootlicking human skid mark buckets of piss, talking about, well, he's so professional, he was just doing his job, it was self-defense. Get fucked.
So the second part is, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking about these other people.
None of that shit is true. He was not so professional, he was not doing his fucking job, and
So there comes the deconstruction of the straw man. So they built up a straw man, and then they start deconstructing the straw man as if the thing I just made up, well, that's not true, because I'm just saying it's not true.
was not self-defense. That needle-dicked, cowardly motherfucker was so afraid for his life that he recorded the whole thing on his cell phone, including the part where he called her a fucking bitch after he murdered her. After she turned the wheel as far as fucking possible to get...
And there's the repetition. So the first part, he says, the incitement part, or the incitement of the first 5 seconds to get the engagement. He says, he was recording and he called her a fucking bitch. And the same thing is repeated right here.
After he murdered her. After she turned the wheel as far as fucking possible to get him out of the path of the vehicle.
You don't know if it was as far as possible. So again, another assertion.
And that motherfucker stepped in front of the car. This shit is indefensible. He told him, I'm not mad at you. And so to explain to all of you bootlicking thin blue line dickbags, that's not a fucking threat. Oh, what happened here?
Yeah, that's not the threat. The threat was the vehicle.
Here is a needle-dicked alpha male was upset that she wouldn't obey the authority that he didn't fucking have, so he murdered her. That's what fucking happened.
And so this part up here, he didn't have the authority. He murdered her. So notice the subtle, the not so subtle. This is indefensible at the top. This is all fucking propaganda. It's in a, whether he knows it or not, whether this is like some part of a larger group that they're putting out something and talking points or not. I don't know that information, but I do know the way this format is presented. This is propaganda. Now, whether he's been taught this or not, the platform itself of the short form, minute videos, and the fact that you have to have immediate engagement, you have to have some sort of incitement to get to capture people's engagement, so they don't scroll to the next video. Then you have to essentially create this a fantastical straw man-ish kind of argument, and then you dismantle the thing you just did. Then you make them feel like they're not the person that they're addressing, so that way they feel closer to the creator as far as like, I want to be the good person. I don't want to be that other person. It's psychological manipulation. This is another format that I really kind of trying to understand how this works. We already know how the mainstream media works. With the constant fear, but I really want to study this format a little bit more. I think I'm pretty close with the description I was just giving with this, and that seems to be. And the problem with that is that they get it in just this huge repetition because they just scroll, and the problem is the algorithm gives them the next video that's similar to the same content, and so they're just basically getting this thing repeat. I mean, you're talking about, a way to program people it's through repetition. That's definitely one way to do it. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream tonight, but just wanted to kind of see what YouTube, if there's going to be any kind of like a copyright thing or anything like that. Language, I think we pretty much sufficiently have checked the language thing. So anyway, let's see. Thanks, Matt. Thanks. Who was that? We had Tash Gotta Fools up there earlier. So anyway, enjoy your night, and we'll have to try to incorporate this. I've been trying to figure out a way to, or like have like a separate stream or something like this, and I guess this kind of format will work. So maybe there'll be like, we'll do something during the day, or maybe something that can be cut up into like another video or something like that. I really want to try to make something for YouTube that can kind of be shared, or a shorter version of something. It's been something, and I just didn't have the bandwidth for a while. Last year was pretty busy for me work-wise, so, but I think coming up this year I might have some more bandwidth, so we'll try to figure it out. Anyway, thank you. Have a good night. I will, and of course, check the description, in the video. I think I have it there. We're doing shows every day on Rumble and other platforms, so if you make it over there, it's glad to have you. All right, thank you. Have a good night.